Hey, and welcome back to the channel. For today's review, we'll be looking at a tool called Learniverse, which is a tool that can help you create an entire training course in just 5 minutes. With Learniverse, it's super easy to create a course. You can do this by uploading a PDF, a URL, or a text description. The AI will then put that into a fully structured interactive training course, and it automatically generates course modules, quizzes, and learning paths while allowing customization to match your specific training needs. Before we get into those fun features, let's just check out Learniverse on Appsumo, which is currently running a lifetime deal for as low as $59 for Tier 1. Okay, so they have up to 4 tiers, and let's go through some of the features and what they represent. So for Tier 1, you get 2 modules per course, and I'll show you a module in a minute, but that can still create a fairly advanced course. You also get access to 5 active courses, 1 learning group, 10 learners per group, that's something to consider, 3 GB of knowledge base storage, and 30 AI credits per month, which sounds like it will go down quickly, and it possibly could, depending on the output of the AI and how much you need to change. As we go up, all of these features go up in the amount that you get. So if you're just say a teacher, for instance, you might want to go for 50. And for bigger businesses, you might want to go up to Tier 4 for 300 learners. And this is probably for agencies or bigger businesses out there. And if you'd like to buy Learniverse, I will leave a link in the description below. It is affiliated, but it would really help and I'd appreciate it. Okay, let's get into the features. So when you first sign up to Learniverse, they'll ask you if you want to put in some information about what you want to achieve. I haven't done that, I've just skipped it. And the first thing you'll come across is the dashboard. And this is where all your recent courses will show. I have one currently available. On the left here, there's a sidebar. So home is the dashboard. You can click up here and you'll see all your groups. And if we go down to courses, it will show you all the courses that you have available. And if we go to group, you will see your courses again, but you can also see the learners who have signed up for your course. And if you go to settings, you'll see your student limit, your path limit, and you can delete a group. You can also upload a knowledge base in a PDF format as a max of 25 megabytes. Underneath your courses on the dashboard screen, you have a get started few documents that you can look at, and that will help you create your first course and set up your group. It also tells you a little bit about what they each mean. So let's create a course and I'll show you how this works. Now, the first thing you'll notice is this start creating button, and just above here it has a little description saying create a new course from YouTube, PDF, or from scratch. But when I click here, on the button, it says web URL, AI prompts, and PDF. And it'd be nice if they just put /YouTube because I didn't know YouTube was an option. So I am going to actually show you how to create a course from a YouTube video link, and I think that would be really good. Later on in the video, we'll create a course from an AI prompt and a PDF. So let's do web URL first and go to continue. And that will take you to the next screen where you need to put in your URL link. So I'm just going to go to YouTube and grab a video. Now I've just grabbed this link on how to build a website in 2025, which actually was released 3 years ago, which is quite funny, but let's go with that anyway. So I'll just paste in the link here and I'll click the plus sign and it's added it here, and you can actually add in multiple URLs, which is really nice. So once you're done, you go to continue. So now you'll see the YouTube video has been added as a knowledge base, and if I scroll down a bit, there's a couple of additional text boxes to fill out. So the first one says describe the learning goal, and the next one is who is this course for? So I'm just going to put in some information here. Okay, so I've added in to teach the students how to create a website that is engaging, effective, SEO optimized, and appealing on the eye. And who is the course for? Entrepreneurs and small businesses. And we'll go to next. Now, what I've noticed on Learniverse is sometimes when you click a button or click in the text box, there's this freezing moment or almost a lag where nothing happens. And then this comes up, page unresponsive. And I've had this a few times. So I don't know if this is where more users are using Learniverse or this is just very slow processing on the back end, but we'll go to wait and see how long that takes. Okay, so that took about 5 more seconds, but that's definitely something they need to take into consideration here. Okay, so here you can customize this area for your learners. So you can add in how many modules you want, and it goes up to 5, and that does use a lot of AI power and it will generate a lot of content. And I'm on the free trial, so you only have up to 2 modules. So we'll do 2. How much time to complete the course? Let's do comprehensive, 60 minutes, and you can select a difficulty level. So I'm going to choose intermediate. And then once you're done, you go to generate outline, and the AI will take all these details into consideration and give you an output based on the knowledge base and the details you gave. Okay, so here is the outline that the AI has generated for us, and it's got the path title, which is creating an engaging and SEO optimized website for entrepreneurs. And it would be small businesses too, because we chose that as well. And next up, we've got the modules. So once again, you can change the title here for the course. So it says Foundations of Website Creation. You can come in here into each section and you can update the title, or you can change the layout of which section you want to appear. So that's really nice that you have that option to do that. Now, you can't add any more sections, and I'm not sure if that's because I'm on the free trial, but if you can't, perhaps that's something that they can look at. And I know once you have created the outline and the course is created, you can add more. So maybe that's the option that they have there. And once again, on module 2, you can change all these details, but let's go to create learning plan, path, sorry. And this little pop-up window will appear. So it says, watch your personalized learning path come to life, and it will tell you how many credits it will cost to create this course. And because I have 2 modules, it's going to use 2 AI credits up, and the more modules you have, the more AI credits it will use. You can also choose, I want to start from scratch, but this tool is mainly about the AI. It's to save you time. So let's go with generate course with AI. And it says it will take between 30 and 60 seconds, but from my experience, it actually takes far less than that. And that literally took about 5 seconds. So this may look slightly confusing, but it's actually very easy to navigate around. And on the left here, we have the course content. And here you can actually come into each section here. And the first thing you'll notice is at the top, it will tell you how many sections it has. So for module 1, it's got 4, and you can close that or keep it there. And below that, you can actually click on any of these titles or sections and it will take you directly to that section. I really like that because it can be quite confusing just scrolling through each section to find the one you want. And under each section, it will tell you how long the section is to work through it. And you can also delete a section, or you can move them around, or you can add a new section too. And I will show you that in just a sec. On module 2, you have the same thing, and you can do everything you can on the module 1. And then here we've got details, and it just tells you more about the course, the estimated time, target audience, etc., how many exercises. So 24, and that's just from 2 modules, so that's quite a lot. And sections 8, and let's go over to here on the right where you have all your course information. And if I just drag this down, you'll see how big the course is. And I was amazed because I didn't think it would generate this much content. And it's even added in questionnaires, it's added in YouTube videos with questions, you can add in more, and this is a lot. So let's come across to the first one here, and it says why you need a website, and then it has a description saying understand the importance of having a personal or business website and its impact on your brand. So that's really nice. Each section has a very neat and tidy layout, and on the first one it has a bullet point kind of layout or a number list, and then at the end there's a summary. So the things you can do is that you can go to this little pen icon, and here you can actually edit any of this information. So if it sounds too AI, you can just come in here and change that. Now, once again, there was some lag as I came in here. It actually froze for a few seconds. and this must be across the whole website or platform. It could be the server, I'm not entirely sure. So some of the additional options in this text box are you have the ability to click on any of the words and you can make it bold, you can add italics, you can change it to H1, but it actually changes the whole kind of paragraph. You can also create a bullet list or an ordered list, so that's quite nice to have that there. You can also generate more content with AI, and that will cost you 1 credit. And you can do this for every section. So if I go to generate with AI, and this little pop-up window will appear and it says create a learning section about, and that's just an example, but it's saying that you can basically ask the AI any question or give it any input and it will give you an output based on what you put in this text box. So I've just added in explain the importance of a website for even small businesses and hit generate with AI. And it appears that that has actually changed the whole kind of exercise or this section. And perhaps they should say something like that because I thought it would just add that in with the additional content, but it's actually changed the whole section, which is fine, but not everyone might be aware of that. So to close the section, you just press this X here, and let's go to another section, which is a question exercise. And the AI has automatically added in a questionnaire. So it says, why is having a website essential for entrepreneurs and small businesses? And it tells you the answer here, which is it establishes credibility and professionalism. So it's nice that they have that. And like the first section, you can come in here and you can change some of the answers here. You can change the selected answer for the question. So if you just tap on tick box, you will see it says selected, which means that's the answer that when a student comes to this question, if they select that answer, it will be the right one. Moving on, we actually have a YouTube video and it actually says this video is unavailable. So the AI has found a video that isn't available maybe in this country, which is the UK, but usually it does find a video. So let's just go down and once again, the video is unavailable. And I did test this out earlier and most of them were actually found unavailable, but this one is available. And I have noticed that it seems like they haven't transcribed the text from the YouTube video for the AI to then create a question with 4 answers. And perhaps if I went with generate with AI, it can create a question that's relevant to this video, but that's something they could definitely look at. And as we scroll down, it's very similar content. You can just change these to whatever you like. You can also add a new section just by clicking here. And if I go to add exercise, you have 3 options. You can provide a short explanation, a video, or a quiz. So just like some of the other options. And it would be nice in the future if they have some more options here. Maybe a mind map you could create or a mermaid diagram. And I'm just kind of relating to when I've used MindPal, which is kind of similar, but Learniverse actually creates a really advanced course. And I do know that MindPal, the creators of MindPal, actually have a course creator called Everlearns, which is really good as well. And I think they're slightly ahead of their features, but Learniverse is really nice. And I think they're going to do great, especially if they keep adding updates. You can also add in a section on the left here, and that will add in the section underneath the bottom one of your module. And you can just come in here to find it and there it is. And then you can add your exercise. So once you're done, you can go to preview and that will take you to the course preview screen. And it's just come up with new section. But if I go back to the very beginning and it will show you the first section and you'll just scroll through here, go to got it, and it will take you to the next part of the course. And this is the question that we looked at earlier. So I think, did I go for that one? Continue, and it was incorrect. And there you go, correct. So a nice little green text box will appear there. And you can just go through each exercise. And if you're a student, this is how it would work. So once you're done, you need to publish it. And you can publish it so anyone with the link can access it. Or you can do a private publish, so only people in the group can access. So I'm going to publish publicly. Try saying that quick. and it will come up with this little nice pop-up message. Congrats, your path is live. And there's the link for it. And now you will see that we have 2 courses here on the dashboard. Now, underneath each one, you can simply preview it or grab the link for it. You can also click these 3 dots at the top and share it, edit it. You can unpublish it. Now, if you wanted to invite learners to your course, you would go to Group and then you'll go to Learners. And you'll see here I've just tested this out and I added my email and then I actually received the email on this account, and then you have to sign up to Learniverse to access the course. So to do this, you just go to this little box up here, this little button, and you type in all the emails of the users that you want to add. And then if there's another person, you just go to the little plus icon and you keep doing that and adding the emails each time, and then you add and send invitation. And once the user has accepted the invitation and signed up, that will say completed. And if I actually click on not started, it will give you course progress. So if that student, say on section 4 module 1, it will tell you how far they're in, but it won't tell you what section, but it will say the percentage of the course they have completed. So what I'm struggling to understand is I don't actually see an option to add a learner to an individual course. So if I added a learner and I only want them to access, say, this first course, I don't see an option to add them to this particular course or the one you want. And I may not be seeing this option. It might be somewhere where I haven't looked, but from what I can tell, this isn't available. So now we've added a course from a YouTube URL, I'm going to do one from a PDF. So we'll go to PDF and continue. And now it's already come up with an existing document. And this is basically a knowledge base from YouTube, which is turned into a PDF. Now, I don't want to use that PDF. I would like to use a new one. And you'll see now that it's processing. Okay, so the knowledge base was a success that I uploaded that PDF for. And for the learning goal, I've just added show users how to make a successful Shopify store and website, also what kind of stores they can make. And for who is this course for, I've added new businesses and businesses who want to sell products but have no store or website. Let's go to next. And this is all the same options as before. So I'm going to keep it as beginner because this sounds more beginner friendly, and generate. Okay, now it's taken that PDF into consideration. The AI has analyzed all the data in it and it's given me 2 modules with 4 sections per module. And these sound actually really nice. So it's all Shopify related and what I wanted the AI to find and the output I wanted. So once you're done, you create learning path. And this also uses up 2 AI credits. And that's because once again, we have 2 modules. So we'll generate that. Okay, so if we look at how much data there is, how much information, questions, it's very advanced. There's a lot to go through, and I'm not going to go through all of that, but you can see how quick it actually is to generate all this content. So once again, you have all the same options as before. This time they've created 27 exercises and 18 minutes roughly to go through the whole course. So I'm not going to show you all the features again because I'll be quite repetitive, but let's go back and I will quickly show you how to create a course with AI prompts. So it's already selected. Go to continue. And here we have a couple of additional features. So once again, you have to describe the learning goal. And I've just put in for students to learn how to write Python code for beginners. And this time we have this little button here, help from AI. And if I tap that, it's going to take this text box and info I've put in here and create something far more advanced, which it definitely has. And it's kind of given me a course layout. So it said the first module, and then it's given all this information here. Let's go to who is this course for? And I've just put in here Python beginners. Go to next and it will have all the same options here. And let's put comprehensive learning, 2 modules, generate outline. And we'll get the outline here. And it's all very quick loading here, but sometimes there's still that freezing motion where nothing happens, and then all of a sudden it does, and it does freeze that particular page. And I have tested this out on other websites, and that's all working fine. So it's definitely a problem with Learniverse. Once you're happy with your outline, create learning path. And here it is. And once again, there is a lot of information. Your students would learn a lot. And what's really good is they've actually added in some code. And I didn't know that was a feature, but that's really nice. And you've got here a YouTube video, Python, all about functions. And I can imagine using Learniverse for things like this, Python, coding, or things like that. So that's really nice. And it really is back to basics for coding, which is exactly what we wanted. So that's the core features of Learniverse, and they have a couple of additional tabs, which is tutorial, and here you can see some helpful documents if you're not sure how to use Learniverse. They also have a feedback area, and if we click there, you will see there's the feedback here, and there's some feature requests that have already been added, and they also have an active roadmap. So at the moment, they only have one feature that they've completed, which is a step-by-step written tutorial, but that is very well done. They've also got planned multilingual generation, which is one thing I did notice, and they only have English currently, so they got French and German coming. They got course presentation page that displays title, name, author, and length. That would be good. Publishing a new course automatically, improvements to the video, which definitely does need some improvement, export feature, export to PDF and iPhone, that would be really good, and import multiple files per course. So it's nice they got a few things planned. And if we go to the website pricing, let's check it out. So for basic, $29 a month, you get 5 active courses, 2 modules per course, unlimited sections per module, and very similar stuff to tier 1. Now if we go to tier 1, 2 modules per course, 5 active courses, 1 learning group, and for each tier, I didn't see this earlier, but you actually get unlimited sections per module and unlimited manual course creation. So I don't know why they haven't added that in here. That would be handy to see this, because not many people might notice this bit here. So it seems like the premium $69 per month is mapped to tier 2, and for tier 3 this is mapped to nothing. So it seems like tier 3 is one between tier 2 and tier 4, and the professional, which is $129 a month, which is quite a lot, is mapped to the tier 4 on Appsumo. So you get unlimited active courses, 500 AI credits per month, which is quite a lot. So actually the tiers on Appsumo are very generous. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this review of Learniverse. I think Learniverse has a lot going for it, and right now you can generate a very engaging and advanced course for your students. The one thing that was frustrating me is the performance, and although things do load fast, simple things like clicking in a text box seems to take a while to load, or the mouse cursor was freezing and their little pop-up will come up. But despite that, I would recommend it, especially for small business owners needing employee training, course creators, educational sectors, HR departments, or training consultants. Okay, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more upcoming reviews so you don't miss out. And drop a comment and let me know your thoughts on Learniverse and what you think is better between Learniverse and Everlearns. And I will see you on the next review.